In contrast to David Salle, Leon Golub is an artist who very much makes the connection between images in pictures and things in the world. Golub is a veteran painter whose first New York gallery exhibition in 10 years at the Susan Caldwell Gallery in Soho during January 1982 was one of the most praised shows of the year. Golub has been painting emotionally charged human figures for over 3 decades. In the 1950s and 1960s, when he lived in Chicago, he painted large canvases of heavily textured, battling nude men, often based on ancient Greek prototypes. The themes of conflict persist in his present work, but they are now set in today's world, as can be seen here in the series Golub calls Portraits of Power, which depicts international political leaders, both capitalist and communist, East and West. Golub painted nearly 200 of these portraits based on found photos between 1976 and 1978. The subjects, like Nelson Rockefeller, Henry Kissinger, or Ho Chi Minh, were portrayed many times in different attitudes. The result is usually unflattering and even menacing, in part due to the coarse brown linen which frames each head, and to Golub's thin, unsensuous paint application, which makes the linen texture serve as the face's texture. The artist claims to portray these men without judgment, just images of some of the most powerful men in the world. Of course, a judgment is already implicit in such a selection. In his more recent paintings of the early 1980s, Golub turns to images of mercenaries, amoral soldiers of fortune, and of interrogations with helpless victims being brutalized. These new multi-figured scenes are on slack, unstretched linen that hangs directly on the wall. They are from 10 to 12 feet in length with gigantic figures that are twice life-sized. The impact of these figures is intensified by the tremendous expanses of deep red against which they are silhouetted, a red that affirms Golub's classic bent because he consciously derived it from the red backgrounds of ancient Roman wall paintings at Pompeii. But Golub replaces the graceful, idealized Roman poses with individualized figures that approach the grotesque. Many of the critics that praised Golub's show talked about the disturbing normalcy and casualness of these characters, which makes them even more horrifying. Although they represent the base extremes of human nature, they still smile and smoke, talk and reflect just like we do.